entire team of 𝐸duskills and everybody who has been able to get all of us here. It's not easy. We all are very busy. So if he could get us here in Shimla and get to feel this beautiful environment and be amongst all the leaders from education, from government, and from the industry, it's definitely a privilege. So today we are going to talk about AI, and I think I've heard a lot of speeches from a lot of you about what AI is and should we be scared or how can we use it. So I'm going to talk about something similar. Perfect. So that's my topic for the day. It says AI-driven workforce preparing the next generation. I'm not going to put a lot on the slide. I think we've had a lot of discussion about what AI is. And it is rightly so that we are living through this most transformative journey of how we can work through AI. And AI, I believe, is not an emerging technology anymore. It's real, it's here, and we are using it daily. One thing that I've learned from childhood, and because I'm a firm believer of Lord Krishna, he said in Bhagavad Gita, परिवर्तन ही संसार का नियम है. Change is the only constant. So the world is changing, we are using technology, we are using artificial intelligence, and I don't think there is a problem with that. As someone working very closely with the education programs at AWS, I've had this opportunity to actually see this transformation where I meet people, I meet learners, I meet universities, industry peers, a lot of people from the government. The world is changing rapidly, driven by AI, driven by technology, and if we want to thrive, we must embrace it as well. I know a lot of us are very busy while we are talking and we are on our phones, but I have one question that I want to ask because once my father asked me that question. What is our most prized commodity? Some people might say it's my car, they are expensive, believe me. Some people might say it's my home. It was very difficult for me to buy one. Some might say, oh, one of my bags, one of my trips. But I think over the years, while I was a student going to university, then moving abroad and coming back to India and now working for a company like AWS, I feel and I believe that the most prized commodity is your time. Nothing else. Because it's not infinite, it's finite. You can never get it back. And I think one thing that I've learned, I started my job while I was paid 9,000 rupees. I'm not going to disclose what I'm paid now, but it is much more than that. But one thing that kept on increasing was me telling my parents, I don't have time for this. I don't have time to be with you. I don't have time to go for my family functions. Sometimes I don't even have time to have dinner with them because I'm busy on calls. And the reason why I'm talking about this is AI has definitely given me some time to do things that I was not able to do. So when I joined Amazon as an L4 back in the years, I was told that you need to learn SQL. You need to learn all of these different programming languages, you need to learn artificial intelligence, you need to learn machine learning, and I was like, oh my god, are you paying me $1 crore a day that I have to learn all of these? But I think over the years, I understood that learning all of those tools has given me a lot of time. All of this data analytics and doing all of these studies that I have to do today in my day-to-day job, I can do it through all the learnings I've had over the years. So this was one of the study which was recently published in Times of India by Barn Company. That says by 2027, how many AI-driven jobs do we predict in India? You can see it's about 2.3 million. Currently, based on the stats today, if we were to project how many people or workforce or talent can we project that will be there to do these jobs, it's 1.2 million, which means you can actually see the shortfall, which is more than 1 million. So when we say we don't have jobs in India, that's not true. We are just not ready to learn something new to be able to do those jobs. Why are we talking about this? Because one of the questions I was asked before I could actually prepare this speech was, what is it that AWS or Amazon looks at when it goes and hires people? So after this, so to answer that question, there are two different types of skills which not only Amazon but I think many different companies in the world today looks at when they have to hire people. Technical skills, and I'm not talking about that you have to be extremely fluent in these, but even if they are foundational. Cloud, AI, machine learning fundamentals, data analysis, cyber security, but at the same time, we require some enabling skills as well, because even if you have all of those beautiful skills that you can see on your left, you still need these. You need critical thinking, you need problem solving, you need communication, you need ethical judgment. One of the things that I've learned from our leader, Mr. Jeff Bezos, was every day is day one. It doesn't change. No matter how much you think I'm doing the repetitive tasks, oh my job is the same, it's not. Every day is day one because you get to learn something new. And that's what I try to do as well in my job. So now, let's talk about what forces do we have today that can actually enable this learning, that can actually enable us getting the jobs that are waiting for us by 2027. The three forces: the government organization, the entire education system, and the industry. We'll start with the first one, the government. They help us create policies. They provide us with infrastructure. They help us with funding to be able to reach where we want to reach. The educational institutes are the ones who help learners equipped with the knowledge and skills that are actually required to do these jobs. And then the industry, they can actually provide such projects, they can provide the jobs for these people to not only learn, but actually develop, build something and be there in the market. While we're talking about all of these, I'd like to also highlight all the amazing things that AWS education programs have been doing as well. So we start from the very basic, which is AWS Educate. Anybody who is 18 plus of age in India can actually go ahead and log into Educate and start learning basic cloud foundational skills. You don't need a credit card, you don't need anything other than your name and your date of birth. It is free for the learner, which is pro bono. It provides certain lab assignments as well, so it's not just that you're learning, but you're also applying that learning. Next is AWS Academy, which I think is very important for all the education institution members who are sitting here. It's for all the higher education institutes where all the industry aligned cloud and AI curriculum is available. We have AWS Restart, which is not for basic people like me and you, but these are for people who are returning mothers, who are veterans, people who have served in the army and now want to restart their career, can join this 10-week cohort program, which is run by certain amplifying organizations for us. Last one is AWS Skill Builder, which has more than 700 advanced on-demand courses. Believe me, I was not able to do them as well because these are advanced. So if you're looking for maybe a promotion at job or something new, you can always look at the Skill Builder program. Now, with opportunities, there will always be challenges. What challenges are we talking about? The first one is digital divide, which means if you're living in a remote location, you might not have the privilege of learning what somebody from a well-maintained city can. People don't have the right tools, devices, or even internet, and for that matter, mentors who can actually take them from where they are to where they want to reach. And the last one is ethics and bias over artificial intelligence. These are the main challenges that we see. However, I believe that as a society of people who are working with education, with industry, with government, it is our job to equip people who do not have these, and that's the work that we have been doing, trying to reach out to remote locations, trying to reach out to learners who do not have the right tools or internet to be able to do what they're doing today. Now, this is something that I've created that it always starts at home. Parents can, and they can encourage curiosity, they can encourage learning at home. So we don't have to be scared of new technology, rather we can start this learning at home. Young learners, they have to be curious, they have Industry peers, they can help mentor, they can hire for potential, and they can offer real-world projects. Government leaders, they can continue enabling infrastructure and policy environment that supports digital learning. And yes, I do believe together we can, and we are doing that. It is a privilege to share with you since 2016 when we launched education programs at AWS. We have been able to equip 2.7 million learners across India with the work that we have done. And I don't think we've even reached our goal yet. We are still not there. There's too much for us to do. In the last, all I want to say is AI can power our tools, but humans will always power our destiny. We don't have to be scared of what's there in the market. We just have to learn how to use it to the best, because it is not taking away our jobs. It is raising the bar. Who anyways wants to do the repetitive work every day, right? Let AI do it, and we can be more creative and more innovative. Thank you.
Alright, thank you so much, ma'am. But I would like to request you to please come on the stage, and now I would like to welcome Mr. Vivek Ranjan, the Director of 𝐿